Welcome. That was Diane Balin on the flute, and you're going to get to hear more of her and meet her later in the night. In the spirit of joy and prosperity, I welcome all of you to our first healing concert. This concert will be presented monthly on the first Tuesday of every month, starting next month. And this is being presented by the Healing Way. This is a new community service program. This program is designed to bring the performing arts and the healing arts together in service and connecting them with those that need and want their services. I'm really delighted to be here tonight. My name is Angelique, and I'm your hostess. And I get to introduce all the wonderful gift givers. We have a wonderful lineup for you tonight. Our first gift giver tonight is Robert Harsh. And Robert is a master musician who released his first music CD not too long ago called Montana Soundscape. And he's going to do some of his own selections for you tonight. Please let me help me welcome Robert.
Thank you. Since we're in a theater tonight, I thought it was appropriate to open up with some theater music. Those were a few pieces I wrote for a production of The Glass Menagerie by Tennessee Williams. They were two themes for Amanda Wingfield, Où sont les neiges d'antan, and The Crust of Humility, and Laura's theme, Blue Roses. It's fun to play the acoustic instruments for me because, especially in an event like this, there's a whole lot of difference between playing an electric piano and having the sound come out of a speaker feet away from you, sometimes yards. But it's nice to have an acoustic instrument to play, which is why I have this bass. And the first song I ever wrote on this bass was called Katie, and hence it's the name of the bass, and this is the song.
lower note self. The whole purpose behind the healing concert and the wisdom behind it is that it becomes experiential for you and not just visual. So it's very grounding to hear some wonderful low notes and to feel where they resonate with you. Next up we have someone who's going to reminisce with an old Gershwin tune, and her name is Terry Elander. Please help me welcome Terry.
Thank you, Moses. Embrace me, my sweet embrace Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. Just one look at you, my heart grew tipsy and real. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be a naughty baby. Come to mama too. My sweet embraceable you. Just one look at you, my heart grew tipsy in me. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be a naughty baby. Come to mama too. My sweet This next song, I'd like to ask Anjali to come on stage and help me with this. This song was made famous by Bette Midler in the movie Beaches, I believe. And that movie was really a song about a lot of healing through tears and laughter, and it has a lot of meaning. It reminds us we're never alone. They said there's laughter in that film, and if I played it in that key, there'd be too much laughter.
real treat for you. Velma Cameron brings to the stage her Renaissance background to the healing arts in her harp music, and she shares with us tonight some of that beautiful music. This is Velma.
For many years, I've been excited in researching the Gaelic tunes that are very, very ancient. And there are a lot of typical repeating courses of 2 and 3 syllable words that we've never understood. And musicologists have said down through the years, they're just nonsense syllables. And I didn't quite believe that. And I was so excited when some years ago in the Irish of the Welcomes magazine, I read an article by Professor Brendan O'Madigan of Galway University, where he theorizes that which we have called nonsense syllables are actually the remnants of Druidic incantation. These people sang with every aspect of the work, whether they were lullabying the babies or sowing or reaping in the fields. Song was and is a part of that lifestyle. And with that in mind, I'm going to bring several numbers to you. The first one is called Putting Out to Sea. This was collected by Marjorie Kennedy Fraser around the turn of the century. And many of these also appear in the works of Carmichael, who was born in the 1830s and who was a tax collector and went around collecting many of the songs and many of these kinds of incantations. And I put out on the table a book that I invite you to peruse that has collected all 5 volumes, is now reprinted in 1 volume. This first one, Putting Out to Sea, is sung by the Knee Woman. The Knee Woman is the midwife in the Irish-Scottish heritage. And she is blessing the incoming soul and asking for Archangel Michael to be with that incoming soul as the babe is delivered. the Irish Sea, which is between Scotland and Ireland, are many islands, over 500 of them, but only a few of them are inhabited by other than seals. One of them is the island of Beara, and Clan Neil has made that their home for centuries. And the castle is many, many feet up on the cliffside. It's Kishmal Castle. And for years and years, the babes have been sung this lullaby, the Kishmal Cradle Crew. The little people, or the fairies, play a big part in the Celtic legend and mythology. And they may or may not exist, but we can certainly fantasize. And here now is a fairy lullaby. swan is a very sacred bird in Celtic mythology. And there are lots of legends and lots of poems. Typically in the Irish, they often use 3 lines that are either very similar or almost repetitious. And this one is the Song of the Swan on the Beach. And it's a lamentation because the swan's nest has been plundered. And of course, it's very hard to lose a child. So this is the swan's lamentation of the Song of the Swan on the Beach. And I have to make sure all my levers are in the right place because otherwise it sounds a little like the world may be ending. So we'll make sure we've got all of those in the right place.
The next person that is going to share with us tonight is a very special gift giver. Her name is Rachel Wagland, and she's 11 years old. She's been playing the violin, she tells me, since she was 4. I think that's pretty remarkable. And just yesterday, I was commenting at a little rehearsal get-together that the gift givers had last night, saying I really, really want the children to be invited and included in the healing concerts. Very important. And I didn't have the opportunity to schedule one for this first concert. However, Rachel had come to the rehearsal with her mother, who is presenting tonight. And we turned to Rachel and said, would you like to be in the concert tomorrow night? She goes, sure. Tomorrow night? Just like that. You know, she realized in her exuberance that this was a day away. And she, you know, said that just looking up from her homework she was knee-deep into. How many of us would have said yes? Probably not too many. And it's just the reason that the children are so important, and the children are the teachers. Please welcome Rachel Wagslin as she plays a violin tune for you, a Civil War piece, I understand. This is Rachel.
Okay, scoot this enough.
What did I tell you? I think she needs to take a few more bows, don't you? Speaking of the magic of the children, I wanted to reminisce with you for a minute about a great master who's no longer with us, at least on the earth plane, Mr. Walt Disney. He really understood what the energy of the music was all about. Do you know he didn't read or write music or even play an instrument? But as we know, his influence upon the music is still with us today and very much alive and well. Reminisce with me now as I do a little tune from Pinocchio called When You Wish Upon a Star, and see how far back it takes you. Makes bring Carla Greenback on and Elaine Anderson, and they're going to sing and play in the folk tradition some Irish and Scottish tunes for you. Carla and Elaine. Please welcome them. There we go. Sad songs have always touched my heart the deepest, so we're going to sing some sad songs. This one I stole from Peter, Paul, and Mary that I listened to and learned to harmonize with from the time I was about 7. I think I listened to them for about years. Still probably my favorite album. And I refound this in another book and oh yeah, I remember this, I really like this. So it's a really sad song. It's a Civil War song. Here I sit down by Millkill. Who could blame me crying through? The winning battle he might win. Julie's gone for a soldier. Me, oh my, I loved him so. It broke my heart to see him go. And only time will heal my wound. Julie's gone for a soldier. I'll sell my flax, I'll sell my wheel to buy my long a sword of steel. But winning battle he might grieve. Julie's gone for a soldier. This next tune is, I think the Scottish stole the tune and put their words to an Irish tune, which was my mother's favorite tune. So maybe I'll dedicate this to my mother, who died in '84. But we're singing the Scottish words. This is Red as the Rose. Come over the hills, my bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills to your die. You choose a road, love, and make a vow. I'll be your true love forever.
It's down in Killarney's green woods where we stray, where the moon and the stars they were shining. The moon shone so bright on her locks of golden hair. She swore she'd be mine forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, and my love is fairer than any. It's not for the parting of my sister Kate. It's not for the grieving of my mother. It's all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass, that my heart is breaking forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, and my love is fairer than any. My love is fairer than any. I would love to have a, is it okay if I close? I really like to see faces and I just see you guys in my first, I can't really recognize anybody. Anybody want to say hi, I'm so-and-so?
This is a very famous John Denver song, Perhaps Love. It's one that he wrote in a very melancholy period of his life, and it touches everyone's heart.
Perhaps love is like a resting place, a shelter from the storm. It exists to give you comfort. It is there to keep you warm. And in those times of trouble, when you are most alone, the memory of love will bring you home. Perhaps love is like a window, perhaps an open door. It invites you to come closer. It wants to show you more. And even if you lose yourself and don't know what to do,
ocean, full of conflict, full of change, like a fire when it is cold outside, or thunder when it rains. If I should live forever and all my dreams come true, my memories of love will be of you. My memories of love will be of you.
It just keeps getting better and better. The gift givers tonight have been very gracious with their time, and I really thank them for participating and allowing us to share their talents with you. We're going to bring Robert Harsh back to do a couple of more numbers for you of his original music. This is Robert.
This is an ancient Chinese folk melody called Tu Ning. Actually, this piece is not one of my original devising. It's just an arrangement that I did for solo acoustic bass guitar for a song that was originally scored for 2 classical guitars, full orchestra, synthesizer, bass, and 4-part vocal harmony. But all I had was a bass. And this is by Roger Waters. It's called Goodbye Blue Sky. mentioned a CD I'd released called Montana Soundscapes, and this is one of the selections from that. When I wrote it back in 1987, I think it was called Selena, just a simple melody and a bass line. And a few years ago, I had an opportunity to write some music for audio tour guides that are in use in Yellowstone National Park and later the Little Bighorn Battlefield National Monument. This song I adapted for the Little Bighorn Battlefield for an episode that talked about the valley around the Little Bighorn River where the Lakota and the Cheyenne had camped before the battle arrived. And it was a beautiful description of this pristine prairie and a peaceful village of estimates range from anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 people. And so if you can close your eyes and just picture that eastern Montana landscape with the grasses and the thunder, a little spring shower in there maybe, and the birds singing.
I introduce to you Mr. Greg Boris, standing to my right. A most handsome and charming partner going to do this next song with me. It's a duet called The Prayer, and it was a song that Celine Dion and Andre Bocelli did not too long ago. And I had the opportunity to sing it for my own daughter's wedding about 3 weeks ago. So it's really wonderful that we can do it once more. And help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our We're going to bring Velma back to you to enchant us one more time with a favorite heart tune. Miss Velma.
Many of the Celtic tunes are in a different scale than our usual 7/8 tone scale. They're called gap scales, and certain notes simply don't appear in them. I'm going to play for you an improvisation in a gap scale. This particular one is called a pentatonic scale, and it's a 5-tone scale. We, in our Western ear, associate it with an Oriental kind of sound. So this is one just to let your imaginations float you away and do whatever visualization may come. And it's purely music of the moment.
That was Velma. Doesn't that just warm your heart? Oh, it sounds so wonderful. How about another hand for Velma? May I introduce to you Miss Diana Baling. She played the flute for you. And the opening, and she is going to play once more for you. And we're inviting you to, once again, go with us now and close your eyes as she does the flute as we close the concert. And we will follow her flute playing with some special healing tones